it's Gretchen, and welcome back to my channel. So it has been a few months since I last did one of these videos, but as you can tell from the title of this video, I am going to be doing another monthly favorites. I personally love doing these videos. I love watching these types of videos. They are not exactly the best performing on my channel. However, I'm going to do it because I like them. But it has been a few months since my last favorites video. I think the last one was like May. So I didn't really do one at all this summer, but I have a lot of favorites that I want to share with you all. Mostly are not makeup. So hey, if you're here for favorites that are not just primarily makeup, you're in the right place. Also, I apologize if I sound rough. I am still getting over a cold, so I sound a little. But even though I don't have as many makeup products for my favorites this month, I do tend to start with those first, which isn't gonna change now. So the first favorite that I was really enjoying for October was this Colourpop palette. It is the Hocus Pocus 2 palette that they put out, I guess at the beginning of the month. I can't even remember when exactly they put this eyeshadow palette out, but I love it. It doesn't look like it's been used much. I promise you it has been. There are a few shades that I haven't used a ton, but like this green down here, I've enjoyed. Like this whole green column, I have loved. The orange as well. Purple, I'm still kind of leery about using. I feel like I'm not very good with using purple eyeshadow, but green and orange, absolutely love. Browns, of course. I love my neutrals. So this palette, when it came out, I was really impressed with the color story. I know sometimes Colourpop will put out an eyeshadow palette and people will be like, well, where did that color story come from? I'm looking at you, Nightmare Before Christmas eyeshadow palette that I did still end up buying, but it's still a weird color story. But this one I felt was perfect for the Sanderson sisters. So I've really been enjoying it. I love that there are a bunch of shimmers as well as glitter powders as well as mattes. But yeah, I just really think Colourpop did a good job with this collab. I know they pump out eyeshadow palettes like mad. I do think this is a really good one that they did. My next makeup product that I've really been loving this month, I've featured before but in a different shade, but since it's new to me, I figured I'd show it again. But it is the Moonlighter from Black Moon Cosmetics. This is their highlighter, which I do have on today. Love this one. This is in the shade Centipede. It's their kind of neutral brown shade. Black Moon Cosmetics is pretty much my favorite makeup brand at this point. I love everything that they have. I want to get so much more of their product, but I have 3 of their Moonlighters now and love them so much. I want to get them all, but this is the more brown neutral one that they have. Again, it's shade Centipede. What I have on today, that's one that I gravitate toward the most. I usually gravitate toward more like white highlighters or tan brown ones as opposed to colored ones like pink, green, purple. However, I do like those as well, especially pinks and purples. But the one that I have found myself using mostly this month has been Centipede. And then the third makeup product that I've been loving this month, I honestly was turned on to this by my makeup artist for my wedding, which is coming up pretty fast. I went in for my makeup trial and my makeup artist was raving about this lipstick. So I was like, all right, I have one of these, but I don't think I've ever tried them before. I am obsessed now. And that is the NYX Lingerie XXL liquid lipsticks. And I love these so much. I only had one at the time and now I think I have 7 of them. Today I'm actually wearing one of them and it's in the shade Undress'd. I love these. These hold, no smudging, no transfer. It holds a really long time, which is why makeup artists like to use them, I would imagine, because especially for something like a wedding, you're gonna wanna make sure that your lipstick holds. Once I found that out, I of course had to go out and buy more. And also the fact that it's NYX, which NYX is pretty affordable, so I've absolutely been loving these. This has been one that I've gravitated toward the most this month, and it was just the one that I wore for this video, so I decided to pick this one up to show it. But again, I have like 7 other shades that I really love as well. Moving on to skincare. So I have talked about this company before, Zoe Skin. I'm not entirely sure how they pronounce it, but Zoe Skin is a company that I've been recommended before, both by my mother as well as by my injector. So the the person that I go to for like Botox and filler. She also recommended this one a lot, and she's got gorgeous skin. I've used a bunch of their products before. I love their moisturizer. Their moisturizer is like holy grail for me. I can't live without it. It's the only thing that works on my nose, which my nose is always the driest spot on my face. I also use a bunch of other things like face scrubs or anything like that, but then I decided to try their cleanser. So this is just the Zoe Skin Gentle Cleanser. First of all, it smells great, which I'm always usually leery of cleansers that have a scent to them, but this one isn't like fragrance. It just has a good smell to it. It's also blue. It's really pretty. It's also expensive, so I'm not gonna squeeze it accidentally and waste product. But I love how my face feels after I use this product. I feel like it gets all of the grime off my face. And yes, I do go back in with like a toner and other things to clean up residual, but I do feel like this does a great job of getting into my pores as well. So really been loving this one. This is definitely another go-to for me from this company. Another skincare product came from the brand Tula. I think that's how it's pronounced, Tula Skincare. And I've heard of this company before from my mom. My mom loves their cleanser. So then when I saw this Go Away Acne Spot Treatment, I always have like these little pimples that'll pop up just out of nowhere, and they are usually pretty rough. And of course, you know, at the ripe old age of 32 years old, I haven't quite learned yet to not, you know, sit there and try and pop them or anything like that, because that makes it worse. You would have thought that I would have learned that years ago, but I haven't. So I decided to pick this up when I saw it, and when I tell you this works so fast on a pimple, and it says on it probiotics and superfoods, all this good stuff, clean and effective acne. It gets rid of your pimple. Like, I'll put it on at nighttime, it's gone by the morning. Now I will warn you, as someone with super sensitive skin, it also dries the heck out of wherever I put it. So like recently I had a pimple down here, and instead of like making sure that it just got on the pimple, I'm like smearing it around the area. I'm like, let's just make sure that it's covered. The pimple was gone, but there was some red, dry skin there in the morning. So yes, it dries out your acne, but it also gives you dry skin if you have super sensitive skin. I'm not sure it would do it if your skin isn't sensitive, but it did it for me, so that's just a precaution that if you do have sensitive skin, don't sit there and like spread it all over your face because it'll dry you out. But it gets rid of the acne, and it is a game changer. So if you need to clear something up pretty fast, this is a good one. And last for skincare, I have this body lotion from Hemp's. This is their pumpkin spice and vanilla chai herbal body moisturizer. It is limited edition. Oh my God, this smells so good. If I could just like dip my body in this, I would. But I love to put this on in the morning and in the evening. Again, I have super dry skin, so your girl needs to moisturize all the time. And so when I saw this one in Ulta, I'm like, of course I have to get it. Pumpkin spice and vanilla chai, duh, right up my alley. It smells so good. I also just really like the Hemp's brand. Usually get really good luck with their stuff. Their stuff always smells good, and it always leaves my skin feeling really moisturized. So of course had to go out and buy this one. I think they had another scent that was fall limited edition. I don't remember what it was, but I'm glad that I went with this one because it smells really good. Also, these last a really long time. Again, I use it in the morning and in the evening. I feel like I haven't made a dent in it. It lasts a while. I do also have a fragrance that I want to share with you all. Now, I do my very best to make sure that everything I use is cruelty-free. However, I will say that cruelty-free fragrance is really hard to come by. So if anyone recommends any good cruelty-free fragrances, please drop them below. I've tried Pacifica before. I'm not a huge fan of their scents. I like their like skincare, but their fragrances don't last for me. So just take this next product knowing that it is not a cruelty-free brand, and it sucks because it's from Clinique. Clinique will tell you that they don't test on animals and that they only test when required by law, and it's because they sell to areas that do require testing. If only they'd stop doing that. But this is Clinique's Aromatics Elixir. I have been using this perfume for God knows how many years. I don't know how long I've been using this perfume. This isn't my first bottle. I've been through many bottles with this one. But Aromatics Elixir is the scent when I think of fall. I will start spraying this in early August, maybe even end of July, kind of depends on the chilly days. But when I think of fall, this is the scent that I go to. And I wish I could find a cruelty-free dupe for it, because I would toss this aside if I could find a cruelty-free dupe. So if anyone has ever used Clinique's Aromatics Elixir before and you know like a cruelty-free dupe, please drop them in the comments below. I want so desperately to find something that is cruelty-free because Clinique is not. But again, this is an amazing scent, and when I think of fall, I think of this scent. It also lasts all day. All day. I once had someone tell me before to stop wearing it because they could smell it on me all day. Like at an old job, they were like, can you stop wearing that? It's too strong. And I'm like, well, it's my favorite. I also have one home product for you all, and that is this candle from Bath & Body Works. When I tell you, this is my new favorite candle from Bath & Body Works, like across all the candles. Frosted Cranberry used to be the top. Nope, it is now Fall Farmhouse. Fall Farmhouse smells so good, and I think it's because it's like a transitional candle. It has all the fall scents, but then it also has pine in it. So it's good for fall into winter. Oh my God, this candle is incredible. Like I told my mom about it. She bought one and she's like, I have to go back and buy more. So she and I both ended up buying like 5 of this candle because it is absolutely incredible. So if you're like me and obsessed with fall scents as well as winter scents, Fall Farmhouse from Bath & Body Works, absolutely the one you have to go with. And then I'm gonna finish up this video with some food favorites. So we're gonna start with coffee because if you ever come into my Twitch chat, you know how much I love coffee. So 2 coffee flavors that I have been loving this month are these K-Cups from Starbucks. This one is the salted caramel mocha, and this one is gingerbread. Oh my God, when I tell you these are delectable, I mean it. I have definitely been loving the salted caramel mocha a little bit more, mostly because I've been using it for the entire month, and the gingerbread didn't really come out until halfway through October because it is definitely more of a winter Christmas flavor, but I have definitely been alternating between the two now, and so I wanted to include that one. So if you do have a Keurig maker and you're looking for some seasonal flavors, salted caramel mocha as well as gingerbread from Starbucks are delicious. And I say this as someone who doesn't really like Starbucks's peppermint mocha. I had some last year and at first I thought I liked it, but it's almost too strong. So these 2 right here are not overpowering like the peppermint mocha is, and they are delicious. And then the final food product that I'm gonna leave y'all with is one that I have featured on my Instagram stories multiple times. If you follow me over on Instagram, you'll see every so often I'll pop up like a plate of pancakes that are in the shapes of like pumpkins and skulls. Well, people have been asking me, what's the recipe? Because I'm like, gluten-free pumpkin pancakes. Well, this is the recipe. It's boxed mix. And this is the Trader Joe's gluten-free pumpkin pancake mix. Oh my God. These are so good. So I've been using the little Dash like pancake waffle makers. I have a skull-shaped one and a pumpkin-shaped one, and I've been making this mix and then putting them in there, and my fiance and I have been enjoying those at least in the mornings pretty much every weekend during the month of October. And I tell you, I need to get into Trader Joe's before these go away because they are so good. I need to stock up. It is so good. You can't even tell it's gluten-free. I swear things these days, you can't tell that they're gluten-free. It's so delicious. The seasoning, like the cinnamon and the nutmeg in this pumpkin mix is perfect. It's not overpowering. It's not too much. Put a little bit of butter and a little tiny bit of syrup on it. Oh my God, they're delicious. And then you put them in the little Dash maker and you make them shaped like pumpkins and skulls, and it just makes it that much better. So for anyone that was curious about that, that's all this is just box mix. So good. Oh, and I do have one last item. So I wanted to include this one because I have gotten a lot of questions about this all across my YouTube, just on different videos. So I definitely wanted to show it off a little bit. And that would be my pumpkin purse. I've sported it a few times in vlogs and people constantly commenting, oh my God, where did that purse come from? So this is my pumpkin purse that came from Love, Pain, and Stitches. They have a website. A lot of their purses are handmade. This one, I think fell under a different category, so it wasn't nearly as expensive as their other ones, but it's still adorable all the same. I love it. The glitter in the eyes and in the mouth and the nose is like just different colors, and it's, oh my God, it's so cute. It also has a little pumpkin spice coffee hand sanitizer thing on the side. So for those of you that were curious about this, I did want to include it because it's been the only purse I've used since like August. It is from the company Love, Pain, and Stitches, for anyone that was asking. So those were my favorites for the month of October. What were some favorites that you yourself found yourself going back to for the month of October? It can be makeup, skincare, home goods, food, clothing, or accessories, or anything like that. What was something that you were finding yourself gravitating toward a lot during this month? But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to go down there and hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so YouTube will let you know when I upload next. But until next time, Bye, y'all.